What's going on, guys and girls? We're here playing some more Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to complete all the mission tasks for mission 33, which is the Subsistence version of C2W. So this has 6 mission tasks, just like the earlier version of this mission, but there are a few differences. Because this is a Subsistence version, what happens is you don't get to choose any gear. You actually get dropped in with no gear. You don't get a suit, you don't get, you can't choose a sneaking suit or whatever. You don't get any weapons or items or anything. You have to find everything you're going to use, you actually have to find within the mission. And then you also can't choose the time of day that you get dropped in. It will always be an ASAP drop-in. So if you want to choose a time of day, just like I have got it at night time at the moment, what you want to do is you want to go to the free roam, and then you deploy yourself as a free roam at either which time you want to choose. You want to choose day or night, and then you just leave the free roam, and then you go into the mission and you'll be playing in day or night. So as we just dropped in, I just showed you the location of the 2 prisoners. We're going to go over there. We're going to do it pretty similar to how we did it in the first time we went through this mission. But there's going to be a few differences, obviously, because we don't have any gear. We have to find everything that we need to use. So first things first, I am going to get myself a vehicle. Now, when you get dropped in over here, you can just head down this road and you'll find a vehicle very easily. He'll be driving down the road, and he will, as soon as he sees you, he'll jump out of his vehicle to try and attack you, and you can just attack him, knock him down, and take his vehicle. It is going to be a massive transport truck, but that's okay. We can deal with that. And if you are wondering why I didn't drop in the hot zone kind of area, so do a hot drop in, the reason for that is because you don't have any gear, and it's actually very hard to stay alive when they're just dropping you in, especially if you don't have, a sneaking suit, or especially if you don't have the battle dress on. So just staying alive when all of these guys are shooting rockets and snipers and all that sort of stuff at you, it's kind of hard just to stay alive. So as you can see, this guy showed up. He just stopped because he was going to attack me, but I attacked him faster, and then we just grabbed his weapon and his vehicle, and we are off. And we're going to go over to the prisoners and extract them. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Then we're going to head over to the main mission tasks and complete them. So just on the way here, just like in the first mission, we want to go around the outpost little area. So there's an outpost with about 3 or 4 guards, and we just want to go around that. We don't want to just head straight through that in the road. We want to try and keep as minimal amount of detections as possible. That just makes it easier later on, especially if you can stop them from radioing it into other bases. Then what happens is you can get to other bases and they won't be on a full alert. So when we took the guy, this guy's truck, we made sure we got him before he was able to radio it in, and then there's no way for anyone else to know that actually happened. So when you just get up to here, I'm just going to go up this side for a little bit and then do a turnaround, so that when we want to leave this area, we can be facing the right direction and we don't have to worry about doing any U-turns or anything like that. Then I'm just going to jump out, and you've got to look out for any of the directional mines around here. There are a couple of them. I'm going to actually pick some of them up. The reason I'm picking them up is because I was going to use them when I was destroying the communication equipment, but I didn't really need as many as I picked up, so I'm just going to pick up 3 of these. It also helps out for if you have to get out of this area very fast because someone spotted you or something like that, then you don't have to worry about running into them and blowing yourself up. So the first prisoner is just located in here. I am not going to be showing you the direct locations of it. I showed you at the start, but I won't be showing you right now, because there are a few guys that are really close, and as soon as you start extracting them, they are going to notice that something's happening. So when we go through this door, you want to be quiet and you want to extract this guy right here. There is a guard on the other side of the wall, and so when you extract him, he will be alerted to your presence, and he will come and try and figure out what he just heard, because he will hear a noise or see something, or I don't know what he does, but he will come and investigate. So you want to make sure that you be quiet when you do it and get out there as fast as possible. So as you can see, we've been able to do that without being spotted. They are kind of on alert because they heard the Fulton extraction of the wormhole. So we just want to get out of here, and we can go to the main sort of objectives. So as we're heading over there, I'm just going to explain a few things. I might sound like a broken record to some people who have watched a bunch of my videos, but I can't stress this enough. You do not have to get all of these mission tasks in the same playthrough. You can do them in multiple playthroughs, so you can come through and just get like the main ones and then come through again and get some of the side ones and then just leave once you have them, as long as the game has saved it. And you don't have to do the S rank on the same playthrough. That's just what I'm doing. I am going to S rank this mission as we do all the mission tasks. I don't really recommend that because it is very hard to do. S rank is mainly based on time. You get a ton of points for doing it in fast time, but you can do it especially if you don't get any combat alerts or anything like that. I will be getting one combat alert in this, but we'll be fine for points because we're still doing it in a reasonable time. And I'm also going to be kind of expecting that if you're watching this video that you have gone through the earlier version of this mission as well as getting the mission tasks. I do recommend doing that if you haven't, because this mission is like the hard version of the earlier mission. So definitely doing the earlier mission first will give you a lot of practice to getting through this mission. So as we just drive past here, there is a little outpost to the right, so that's why I'm just heading up the side bit. You can just head around here and not be spotted at all. It is a little bit harder when you're in such a large vehicle, but you can make it through there. This thing is actually quite nimble, even though it's so big. Just make sure you don't tip it over, because then otherwise you can't use it again. And we're now heading over towards, and what we're going to do is we're going to get the diamonds first. So we're just going to head up this bit here, and then just to the right up here we're going to be able to climb up one of the cliffs and get into the the communication posts really easy. I think it's called the East Communication Post, this place. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to head up there. So this is the location of the cliff, right next to the East Communication Post. They got it right. And we are going to just climb up this crack up here. So if you didn't know this, you can actually do this. It took me ages to actually realize you can do this. It might not seem like that, especially if you've seen some of my really early videos, but I did not know you could do that until, I was spent a few hours into the game. And there are going to be some wild dogs or wolves, and so you want to make sure you get rid of them. If they jump on you, you just wait until it goes into slow-mo, and then you can just do the, the combat button, attack button, and you'll just deflect them and knock them out, and then just extract them if you want to extract them. I just like doing it to get rid of them out of this mission area so I don't have to worry about them. And there is the diamond, so this is the location of the diamond. You guys already know that. All the mission tasks are the same as when you went through the first time. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go around these mines, make sure you don't get hit by them, and we're going to pick them up as well because we might use them later on. I don't use this many of these mines, so I've now got 5 of them. And you don't really need to use more than 1 or 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just spot everyone in this area so that we can make sure that we know exactly where they're going to be when we are walking around. Because we don't have D-Dog with us, and he's not going to be spotting everything for us. So we have to use the older-fashioned way of doing it ourselves. So used to using D-Dog. So now that we know where all the antennas are, that is another mission task complete. Now we will only have to destroy them and also extract the mineral container and also destroy the transmitter. I'm just making sure that I've spotted everyone around here. Some of these guys are quite tough, so like they've got riot suits on, and they've also got things like rocket launchers and sniper rifles and just really heavy weapons, so you will die very easily if they do spot you. So you just want to try and be as sneakily as possible. If you want to do this, you probably can run in and kill everyone. It is a lot harder, in my opinion, but if you guys find it easier, then feel free to do it like that. I am going to be placing these directional mines at these locations. You don't really have to. I'm going to be showing you a different way soon, but I'm just putting them at there because that was the way that I was thinking about doing it when I was doing this mission, and then I was just going to go around and then like shoot them. Like go back to that spot that I was up when I was spotting everyone, and then just shoot them all once. Those claymores or directional mines or whatever you want to call them, and then they will explode and destroy the things. But then I find some grenades, and so I was like, oh, I'll just use these and throw these at them. But putting these here will also help you out, because if your grenade doesn't quite get close enough to the radar to destroy it, then it will also like just destroy. It will get close enough to destroy your claymore, which will then destroy the antennas. So I was thinking about going down there to find a way to get to that antenna, but then I was like, nah, probably not, because there are some guys also coming across here, and I was like, that's just a bit dangerous. Maybe I'll go to the main building, the transmitter, and get that first. So that's where I start heading towards. There are these two guards down there just having a little chat. They just finished just a moment ago, and we're just gonna sneak around here and make sure we don't get spotted, because it is harder for me. I find it harder if you just get spotted and you're fighting all these guys. I find it a lot easier to just sneak around. So I am just going to take this guy out here. You don't need to. He is going to be a bit of a nuisance if he spots you when you're inside the building, because there is a window right there and you can see in there. Luckily he didn't do a combat alert properly. He just spotted me, and so I was like, oh no. And we didn't have everyone chasing after me. So once we're in here, we're just going to place another claymore in here. This is the one that I do recommend you do. So if you place a directional mine, I keep wanting to call them claymores, but in this game they're called directional mines. Make sure you place a claymore, directional mine right there, and then grab the grenades. So you'll have 6 grenades with you when you grab that. And I'm just going to jump out the back of this building over here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract the container. So this is when you have to be kind of sneaky, but you also have to be very careful. Now that guy just woke up, so he is now going to call an alert saying, someone just attacked me. And then you have to watch out for these guys, because they are now going to be on a heightened alert status. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sneak over to this container and extract it. And that is also going to alert them to my presence, and they're going to be like, oh, there's definitely an intruder around here. We have to look for him. So that will also create a bit of a panic. So we're going to do that, then jump over here, and this is a great place to hide, especially if you're doing this at night. It does actually help with you hiding in plain sight. Basically, you can just hide in spots that someone might actually spot you if you weren't doing it at night. So I do recommend trying to get it to do it at night. Like I said, you can't actually choose the time of day, but you can use the free roam option to make sure that you're doing it at night. So now all these guys are going, oh, someone stole the mineral containers. We have to look for this guy. There's definitely an intruder. I'm going to show you just which ones I've completed. Now I only have to destroy everything, and then I will be done. And then I can get out of here. So I'm just going to try and get back to the area just up here. So just like that higher ground, so that I'm not as exposed just on this, in the middle of the base. When I extracted a mineral container when everyone was still alive. It just seemed so crazy when I did it, but it happened to work out, so that was all good. So now once we're up here, we are now going to use our grenades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a grenade into the building that the transmitter is in. And so that will give me that mission task once that one's complete. So I'm just going to throw it in this door here, and because I placed the claymore or directional mine or whatever you want to call it just beside it, this grenade will actually give enough of an explosion to detonate the claymore, directional mine, whatever, and then I'm just going to throw these at the antennas. So that will definitely destroy them. They will destroy it on one hit with just a grenade, but the directional mine is just kind of like an insurance to make sure you get it. And then we just have to get that one, and once we've got that one, then we can get out of here. So once I've done that, I'm just like, where should I go? I am going to go this way and just run. Just basically run, make sure you've got your gun equipped in case you come across someone and you have to get rid of them. And just also watch out for the directional mines just out here, because they will also blow you up and possibly kill you if you've got low health. So that's everything that you need to do. Now you all have to do is extract out of the hot zone, exfiltrate out of the hot zone. As you can see, I've done every single mission task, and once I get out of here, you will see that I get the S rank, and I have a few points to spare, so you can probably maybe get like another combat alert or something like that, and totally be fine with the S rank. So once we are out of here, it should happen pretty soon. There we go. We're out of the hot zone, and now we have to wait for the score screen to show up. So I get a few things I've extracted and all that sort of stuff. And there we go. 168,000 points. and you only need 130,000 points to S-rank a mission, so easily S-ranked it at that point. So that's all I'm really going to do for this video, so thank you guys for watching, hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have now got all the mission tasks for this mission and maybe some of the other ones, and now it's time for me to say see you guys and girls, and hopefully see you in the next video.